Hi, everyone. This week, I want to talk to you about three things: food assistance, tariffs, and healthcare. First, food assistance. I joined over 200 of my colleagues in demanding that the U.S. Department of Agriculture utilize the congressionally authorized SNAP contingency funds to provide food assistance to hungry Americans as the Republican shutdown approaches its second month. As families, food banks, and farmers face rising costs and potential food shortages due to inflationary tariffs, the Trump administration is refusing to take basic action to ensure that SNAP continues through November. USDA has significant funding available in SNAP's contingency reserve, over $5 billion, which Congress provides precisely for this reason, so it can be used to fund the bulk of November's benefits. And they can use their existing transfer authority to cover the rest. In New Hampshire, $2 million in state funding will go to our food assistance programs to try to fill the gap, but that's a fraction of the nearly $13 million that our state usually gets from the federal government. So there are clear steps the administration can and must take immediately to ensure that millions of American families across the country can put food on their table throughout the month of November. Choosing not to is a gross dereliction of the government's responsibilities. On Tuesday, I led a letter to Speaker Johnson demanding that members of Congress come back to Washington immediately to protect funding for WIC, the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for women, infants, and children. It's unacceptable that the House of Representatives has been out of session for 6 weeks amidst a full government shutdown, and it's putting nearly 7 million pregnant women, new parents, and kids and infants who rely on WIC in danger of losing critical resources. Without these benefits, the 41% of American infants who are served by WIC could go without food. So Congress must come together to protect WIC, end the shutdown, protect healthcare, and maintain our constituents' access to vital federal resources. The next topic is tariffs. This administration's sweeping and chaotic on again, off again tariffs are a national sales tax on small businesses and families. It's killing jobs, it's raising prices, it's hurting our economy, and it's leaving families worse off. Now, on top of all that, the president doesn't even have the authority to impose tariffs under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Yet President Trump is continuing to press his case through the Supreme Court. That's why on Monday, I joined House members in filing a brief before the United States Supreme Court, standing up for Congress's Article 1 legislative powers and telling the justices to uphold the lower court rulings that have already struck down the president's illegal use of tariffs. It's time for us to get to work on policies that will actually lower prices for families and small businesses, boost manufacturing in our country, and grow our economy. Finally, let's talk about healthcare. Open enrollment begins November 1st, and the marketplace is now open for window shopping at healthcare.gov. Republicans in Congress haven't come to the table yet to negotiate an extension of the ACA's premium tax credits, which is absolutely necessary. Without that extension, granted staters are seeing their health insurance costs skyrocket, and many will be forced to forego coverage altogether. People deserve to have health care that's affordable and accessible, and I'll keep fighting for that, as well as people's access to food assistance and working to lower the cost of living altogether. Thanks very much, everyone. We'll talk again soon.